Good morning, students. Welcome to your social science class. Today, our topic is how do we govern ourselves. So, students, in this para, we are going to understand what system we have through which we are governing ourselves. In our daily life, we observe that many activities are always going on throughout the country. Students, you people have seen so many times that many activities like construction of roads, hospitals, schools, colleges are going on not even nearby your home but also throughout the country. These activities are like these are building of roads, students, generation of electricity, running of hospitals and dispensaries, imparting education means running various schools, transportation of goods and passengers means movement of goods from one place to another, defending the borders, etc. So students, these are basic activities which you can see nearby your surrounding. Wherever you are living, you can see that construction of roads are going on, electricity generation work is going on, schools are giving education, transportation of goods means either by roadways or airways or waterways, and even we are trying to defend our borders. Who organizes and controls all these? Now this question comes in our mind. Who organizes means who actually responsible to control all these activities? Who makes laws to regulate such activities? And who makes laws, rules to regulate such activities? So students, the answer is it is the governments at different levels. I have told you that in our country basically there are two levels of government, central government and state government, but later on there will be one more level of government, that is grassroots level of government called the village level or panchayat level government. So it is the government, student, who performs, who organizes all these activities, giving education, transportation of goods, making roads, generation of electricity, that organize, supervise and control the activities around us. So the answer is the government. Government is responsible to perform, to organize, to look over the work of these developmental activities. The government not only makes laws for all of us, so government are also responsible to make laws for all of us, but executes them as well. So students, government is not only responsible for making laws, but also government is responsible for just to see proper execution of these laws. In case some people break these laws, they are punished also. Students, might be you people have seen that if in a bike three persons are sitting, then definitely the police persons are going to catch these people and they will charge fine. Why? Because the government have made a law that only two persons can sit in a bike. So whenever if you are trying to break the laws, then definitely government will punish you. For good governance means for a good system, for a good system and smooth functioning of various departments, the duties and responsibilities are divided among the governments at different levels. So students, as you know that basically there are three levels of government in our country. So for the proper functioning of government, the duties, the works of different level of government are divided. Let us see what are the levels of government we have in our country and what are their works. Keeping in mind the large extent of the country, vast population and diversity of India. So as all of you know that India is a large country having very large population and with diversified culture. The responsibilities of the government have been divided into governments at three levels. So how many levels of government are there in our country? Three levels of government are there in our country. They are, students, they are first, government at the national level means central level. Central level, works for the whole country. So the government which is situated at central level is responsible to do the developmental work, making roads, doing work for school education, doing work for transportation for the whole country, and this type of government is called the central or union government. Second level of government is government at the state level. Means, students, central level is the top level of the government. Then in various states, government at the state level works within its own state territory. Territory means boundary. So there are various states in our country, all of you know. In every state there is a state government, and that state government is responsible to do developmental work within their state boundary. For example, the government of Haryana works only in the state of Haryana. Similar to this, the government of Madhya Pradesh is responsible to do development work only within the Madhya Pradesh. The government of Kerala looks after Kerala state only, and likewise. Last one, the lowest level of government is at the village level. This is the lowest level of government, students, which is also called the government at the grassroots level. Grassroots means because it is the lowest level. The Gram Panchayats come under this category. So Gram Panchayat is the lowest level of government, and the members of Gram Panchayats are basically from the village itself. So Gram Panchayat is responsible to do the developmental activity, means construction of schools, making arrangements of electricity, water supply is a work of Gram Panchayat. Students, so finally you have seen that there are three levels of government in our country. Three levels of government in our country you have seen till now. The first level of government is central level. And student, central level work for the whole nation. The second level, you can see the second level, state level, means state governments work for the state, for the respective states. And the third one, village level. Basically panchayats are there. Panchayats work for the development of village, for the development of a particular village. So I can draw the levels of government in this like levels of government in India. Here I am going to draw a flow chart. You people can see it. Levels of government. The top level is central government. It is in top level. Central government is in top level. Then various state governments are there. Various state governments. State government. Various state government, students. Various state governments are there at the middle level, and within every state government there is at the village level, in every state government, village level means panchayats. These panchayats are responsible to carry the development work. Panchayats in development works in a particular village. So students, this is the three levels of government in India. You can see central level, central government at the top level, then state government at the middle level you can see, and within various state government there is village level, this is the bottom level, or you can say grassroots level, and in village level means panchayats who are responsible to work, to do developmental work at a particular village. Thank you students, that's all for today's class. Thank you.